Okay. Say hi, baby. Yeah, say hi. Yes. See, are you alive? Say, are we live? You say hi. Don't you get crazy about that bird now. Like I said, there's some bird that's flying around here, and I said, he's really high, but Buddy sees him for some reason, and he's just been going nuts over him. Don't know why. Just his thing. Yeah. Like I said, he's been kind of jumpy all day. I said this morning he got up, he got up late, but when he did get up, he was all ready to jump up and down. if you guys know what I mean. You know, dogs get the zoomies, but he usually does that in the evening. But this morning he was just raring to go, and had to get out, had to see people. He goes around the neighborhood and gets his pat on the head and gets his hugs, and everybody says, "Oh, there's Buddy. Yeah, there's my buddy." Yeah, you my buddy, ain't you? Yeah, until Daddy comes out with cookies, and then you're his buddy. How y'all doing? We're just sitting here. It's actually pretty nice out here right now. It was a little chilly this morning, but it's past the 70 mark, so we're good. I know y'all are thinking that's crazy, but you know, that's kind of my cutoff there. When it gets below 70, then you know I'm not crazy about the weather. But it's cloudy. It's not as bad as it was yesterday. You know, yesterday we just socked in by clouds, and we're supposed to have some rain today, but it's not going to be an all-day thing. I think it's probably going to be more to the evening. I hope, because we could use the rain. We just, you know, and I said we just don't want it while we're doing this. Oh my goodness. Oh my, well, there's a lot of you today already. My goodness, Becky and Patrick Dowling, Julie Ship. Hey, Julie. As Skip would say, when you coming down? Bill B. Oh, Bill B, he says he's watching while he cleans his garage. Well, great. When you get done, you can come clean mine. I've threatened to several days this week. So, yeah, Laura and Deb Ritz, Becky Forbes, Rich A. My goodness, everybody's up and about. Yeah. And how's that? I've seen on Discord how everybody's doing. I think a couple of you are on your way here, which is good. Somebody said this morning on Discord they was talking about it was a 2-hour wait at the airport. But if you finally get on the plane, you're coming down here, you can sit down and don't be in a hurry to unpack things. Just sit down and relax. It takes a while, you know. There's a lot of stuff that just doesn't have to be unpacked right away. So bring your boxes in and sit down and have you a nice glass of wine. Let's see. Oh, yeah. And Laura from suburban Chicago. So I did need a jacket when I took Josie outside a few minutes ago. 55 degrees here, 70 later this afternoon. Well, that's wonderful for Chicago weather this time of year. That's spring weather. That's what you want. I am so disappointed in Buddy. Come on. Now that bird is not going to bother you. Like I said, I don't know why this bird is bothering him so much, but yeah, I don't know why this winter has been the worst. And I said it just keeps coming back. You know, we have a couple nice days and then it comes back, and the same way it's going to happen here. We had yesterday and today. It was chilly in the morning, and then it's supposed to get nice for Thursday and Friday and Saturday, and then I think Sunday and Monday it's going to get chilly again. And when I say chilly, I'm talking about below 70. Here you go. Wait a minute, you want Daddy?
No. Buddy, come here.
Wait a minute, it's in my foot.
Get over here.
Yeah. So I said, Daddy, he wants Daddy's cookies.
No, he's chasing lizards.
Chasing lizards, okay. Well, I said, he's all keyed up today. So, and we've kind of got odd positions here because we're expecting company today. and so we kind of squeezed everybody in.
Crap. Stop it. Buddy,
Um,
stop it.
oh well, and Deb, she said, "They're glad you're honest about the weather there." Well, it's been an odd year. It's not. I mean, I don't want to make it sound too rosy. We're like any other town, but this has been the coldest winter I think I've ever spent here, and I've been here 11 years. And I said it just keeps. And the under 30 thing
Get over here.
is not happening anymore. We're beyond that. But the other day we did have a frost, which who would have thought? The end of March and we have a frost. That's odd. But like I said, I'm hoping it's all over. Like I said, the weather coming in. I said there's another cold front coming through, and it'll bring some more rain, which we dearly need. But it's not going to get that cold. It's cold to us. Yeah, it's going to get low 70s, 60s, that kind of thing. But yeah, and it's starting to cloud up again because there are some rain showers around. I looked on my radar, and it's not real close, but there's kind of a few just kind of sitting around us. So hopefully it won't start storming while we're out here. But yeah, I don't think so. I think most of that's going to be this evening. So, Laura says she's getting
1, 2, 3, 4.
done purging and packing. Starts about Friday. I am taking just a few kitchen items, mostly clothes, photos, and personal items. Yes, really, for the time being, that's all you need. And I said, you don't even need a whole lot of them. And I said that before. Like I said, I've been trying to be honest about the weather because it's never been like this before.
Common sense. That's new. Common sense.
Well,
Welcome
yeah.
to the channel. You'll love it. We have
Common
no commercials here. We have no scripts. We have nothing in mind.
Yeah.
We are just blank. But
We
do
argue
this
every once in a while.
at noon, and everybody's here. I don't restrict it. Once in a while I will, to make sure you're subscribed. I can restrict this to subscribers only. And the only reason why I do that is because YouTube makes a lot of changes. They've made several of them this year, and when they make changes, sometimes people get unsubscribed and they don't even know it. So I make it for subscribers only to find out who is unsubscribed.
Right. Oh, and Catherine Jacobson says it's a beautiful day in Minnesota. Finally. I understand. But like I said, you are getting spring weather now, which that's wonderful. I mean, April and May in the northern regions, that's when you get your flower beds started and get ready to plant. I think
Actually,
we never.
a lot of people here, looks like to me anyway, that they're getting ready to go home.
Yeah, there are a lot. Yeah.
Because you can tell because activity picks up. So at the last minute, people are trying to get that extra round of golf in.
Yeah.
Go down to the square and hear some bands that they ain't been down there for 2 weeks. So around 5 o'clock this afternoon, you'll start seeing golf carts flying everywhere.
Yeah, and there are still spring breakers here. I think spring break lasts until.
I'm here. I'm a spring breaker.
Well, I think it lasts until
I've had
after
11
Easter.
of them here.
Yeah, and it lasts until after Easter, which is not this Sunday, but the following Sunday. April 5th is Easter this year.
Easter.
So,
you got to take the girls out and get their Easter hats and stuff.
yeah, I miss that so much. I really do. When the girls were little, I had 5 granddaughters that were all about in the same age range, maybe, a year or two in between. And they used to take them, get their Easter outfits, and I said, just, have an outing, an all-day outing with the girls. They'd get their nails done, they'd get their hair done, they'd get their Easter outfits, and because I remember my mom and dad doing that with me. I was the only girl in my family for years and years, and my stepsister come later, but for years and years I was the only one. So they kind of spoiled me. Took me shopping every Saturday. We'd go shopping and buy a outfit for church the next day. They didn't do that with the boys. They had a suit. They wore their suit every week, but every week I got a new outfit for church. But yeah, I miss doing that with the girls. And I said some of the pictures I've got are just so precious. I can't tell you how much. And I said especially the Easter ones. And I remember once when Skip bought them It wasn't a tent. It was one of these things that come off a QVC, and it looked like a castle. But it was one of those. It was just metal rings, and all you had to do is just flip it, and it opened. And I remember them playing in that thing forever. And they'd even play with it in the fall. They'd take the leaves that we raked up and put in there, and they just had a ball with that thing. But they, I always got the picture with their Easter bonnet and their little gloves, little white gloves. I don't know if people even do that anymore, do they?
Not here.
Yeah. Well, no, not here, because not that many kids around. But I mean,
well, they have. What do they call it? I keep forgetting what they call it when the kids
camp
come.
villages.
Camp villages. They'll have the Easter egg hunt probably up there at the polo field, like they always do.
Yeah.
They have like 10,000 eggs up there, hidden everywhere. Well, hidden. Yeah. They're all over the place.
And I didn't put any of those in my notes today because I'll do that next Wednesday and tell you all the Easter things that's going on. But yeah, camp villages, for kids down here, they have them on the holidays, and it is so cool because they have to have a grandparent with them, and they get to do a lot of things. They teach them how to play golf. They do the bows and arrow thing, archery. Like I said, I took Dalton to make chocolate and make pizza. And, they just got so many things that kids really, really enjoy. And it gives them some one-on-one time with the grandparents. That, if you live down here and your kids are up north, where you don't get that kind of time. So I love it that they have it on the holidays when kids are usually out of school so they can come visit. So like I said, Dalton really enjoyed it. And I said he was kind of the biggest one in any of the classes because he's a big boy. But he was a little bit older than most of them. But they do have things that they do with the older kids. I don't know what they are because I've never looked for it. But you find your Daily Sun always has that stuff in there, and also at the rec centers when you pick up your rec news, they have usually in the back of the rec news it has several things that's going on, and they have it when they have camp villages. So. Yeah. Kevin says you just have to ride the storm out. That's true.
I think I see what he's looking at.
What?
There's a snake up there in the tree.
Oh.
See it?
Yeah, I see it.
Is that a snake?
Yeah.
Is it or no? It ain't moving, but it looks like one.
Well.
There it is. It
is. It's moving.
You got a snake in the tree.
Yeah.
What's it doing up there?
Well, I don't know.
Is it just a baby snake? It ain't real big, but
no.
It is. He's curling up now.
Well, remember that's why I didn't keep that fenced-in cage for Buddy to sit in, because one fell out of the tree. And after that, the yard man showed it to me, and I thought, well, I ain't doing that.
Well, that snake crawled up there, and I can't imagine how that little guy even got up there.
Well, they're getting some odd places, so.
Oh,
and Rester says, stop eating Buddy's cookies.
Yeah, well. They're snickerdoodles cookies. Sue made these last night. They're almost all gone.
Yeah. That's the second batch this week.
Yeah, I wasn't going to say that, but yeah, it's the second batch.
Oh, Donald says, hello from California, where the temps are in the 80s and gas is $6 and up. Honey, I feel for you.
Somebody sent me a picture in the LA area somewhere. I don't know who. You don't even know if these pictures are real because look what Brad does. They can make these pictures up. They look like anything they want.
Oh, yeah.
Of a gas station out there that had regular gas at $8 and some cents a gallon. Now, I don't know if it's true or not. But then again, like I always say, you get what you vote for.
Well, kudos. I would have never thought you'd say that.
Huh?
I said, I never thought you would say that. Denise Kill says, I moved from Southern California last May and love it here. Yeah, and there's, I think Anna's on her way here. Laura will be here in May. Somewhere in the Sun be here in May. There's several of them coming down. And
I thought Somewhere in the Sun was already here. No?
No.
I thought you already had a house.
Well, she may have a house, but they've not moved yet. She's packing, but they've not moved yet. Or is that, no, that's Nicole, not the sailor.
I just know that Laura's coming down.
Yeah.
And with her and her planning, It just seems like everything's going right along with her plan.
Yeah, that's
She's
good.
worried about everything, but actually everything's been going just perfectly with her plan.
Yeah, we'll be so glad when you get here, Laura. We've kind of held our breath to get you here. But it sounds like he's right. It sounds like everything's going good for you. You know, you got the house sold. Now it's just a matter of moving your stuff.
And who else? Darrison, the sailor, and then Nicole, not the sailor.
No,
wife,
that's.
Right? She don't seem to be having too much of a problem. He just seems to be having a real big headache about everything.
Bless his heart, yeah.
He falls, he hurts, he hired painters, I guess, no pictures, hired painters, I guess. I can relate to this.
It
that
made a
ended
mess.
up being a terrible job. So him and his buddies, I guess, out there repainted the whole house after paying the painters to paint the house the first time.
That's Craig the sailor.
You know, and then his last thing was, he said, there's a margarita waiting for me out there in the refrigerator, and I'm thinking about taking it. And I said, just go for it, man. When you have a bad day like that, everybody will say it's just fine. Just go for it.
Yep. Laura says, my sisters and I always got new dresses for Easter until I was about 10. We had to wear a hat or a veil when attending Mass in the Catholic Church, so we got new Easter hats as well. Yeah, it's just, you know, like I said, that's some part that I miss with the girls being little. Of course, now they're grown. They got their own kids and what have you.
We have pictures somewhere.
Yeah. I just hope that they...
They're probably in that album in there that you made.
Yeah, there's quite a few.
I just sometimes wonder, you know, we know what we did and everything, how it went. I just sometimes wonder, did the kids remember any of it? I mean, if you was to ask them, do they actually remember any of it?
I think they remember some
I
of
don't
it.
think so, and here's why. The snake's got me wondering, what the hell's he doing up there?
Well, I don't.
Well, he's got to come down.
Well.
So, I asked one of them once. I forget they were down here visiting or something. I don't remember who I asked, truthfully. Maybe it was Jessie, because she's the one that visited most. Might have been Jessie. I asked her. I said, "Do you remember us taking you to Disney World when you were little?" She was 5. You think I'd kind of remember that? And she says, "Yeah, I remember a little." I said, "What do you remember?" And she couldn't tell me anything. I think she just said that.
Is your mic on?
Huh?
Is your mic on?
Why?
Somebody's asking about it. Said check it.
People always tell me this, and I just checked it.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me turn the volume up.
Oh, Kevin wants to know if you heard about the gator yesterday.
Oh, Kevin wants to know if you heard about the gator.
On
Do you hear
Buttonwood.
it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay.
So if you don't
Okay.
hear me, it's on your end.
Okay. Check your mic, John. Let's see. Yeah, Becky Forward says snake need to make that go away.
I just can't imagine how, you have to see what I'm talking about. I just can't imagine how that little guy even got it. It's not a big snake. It looks like a baby, maybe hatched out a month ago or something. This is that time of year where all the different birds lay eggs. Well, the cranes hatch. Their babies are walking around here now. I saw them the other day. You did video on Discord or a picture or something. May is alligator nesting season, so this is in that time.
Yeah. Spring. Dig Deeper Network says, I heard sandhill cranes are the ribeye of the sky. Have you ever tried them? No.
Texas does. They eat them. They have a hunting season actually for them for sandhill cranes in Texas.
Huh.
My cousin said it. He hasn't ate one. He said, but the bird it's a red meat, which is kind of weird. It's like duck.
Oh, yeah?
And I don't like duck. I did try duck. I didn't like it at all.
Yeah. Becky says, feed the snake to the birds. Wished I could.
It's still up there.
Yeah.
If I had to take a guess, it looks maybe about a foot and a half long. It's one of them black, I don't know what you call them, black racer snakes that chases these lizards around. That's what they do, is they live on these lizards.
Oh, and Carol Apostle says sandhill cranes are a protected species.
Well, maybe here, but they're not in Texas.
Yeah. But
Nope,
maybe not in Texas. Oh, okay. Kevin has the video up of the alligator in Buttonwood. Wow. They said they're on the move. You know,
That's
they're
the
looking
males.
for love.
The males are on the move. The females don't move.
Yeah. But yeah, they're looking for a mate. That's the spring weather. And I think that's why the birds have been so crazy too. I don't know. Let's see. And yeah, Carol, they may not be protected species in Texas. I know that they care a lot about the birds there where we used to go in Rockport, where his cousin lives. They put the, what do they call it, the plastic tape, the do not enter tape. They put that around parking lots sometimes if the birds are there and they're sitting like on a nest. They put tape around the parking lot. You can't even get in it, just so those birds can sit there and nest. I've never seen anything like that before. Yeah, I never seen anything like that before, but it's kind of cool that they do that. But
Yeah, I would never know it was there. My cousin said that we were there at the right time. He said, I'll take you over here where they're nesting. He said, they always nest here. I said, why do they nest here? He said, he didn't know why. I have a theory, but I don't know if it's true or not, that used to be part of a beach or something, and the birds has always nested there. Then they came in and they put in picnic tables. They asphalted the that whole area as a parking lot, but the birds still go there to nest. And they're everywhere. They're in the grass or on the street. So to protect them, they barricade that whole area off. So you can walk in there, but you can't drive in there. What?
Somebody's still talking about your mic.
Well, they can talk all they want. You just heard it. It works.
Okay.
It's working fine. I would say download it or re-upload your YouTube.
So I can hear your voice, but much lower level than Sue's. And you did that on purpose because you've got a big voice, didn't you say you was?
I turned it down.
Yeah, he turned it down on purpose, so.
But there ain't that much difference in it.
Okay, rest or so. I think I know what they hear about the mics.
Rest or so. I think I know what they hear about the mics.
When Sue is talking, she is talking toward her mic while looking at her phone. When Skip talks to Sue, he talks away from his mic.
When Skip talks to Sue, he talks away from his mic. Skip talks to Sue, he talks away from his mic.
Do I talk away from my mic? Do I talk away from my mic?
I don't know.
Sounds fine, doesn't it?
I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, Becky says she can hear you, so. Yeah, y'all have to just turn your stuff up. That's all I can tell you. And yeah, I'm looking at my phone and my mic's right here, so, you know. Laura says the inspection of my condo was last Thursday. Haven't heard anything about repair requests. The buyer has 5 business days after the inspection to request any repairs. So tomorrow is the deadline. Well, we got our fingers crossed for you, Laura. Everything's going good.
Does she have a copy of the inspection?
Do what?
Huh?
Do what?
Does she have a copy of the inspection saying what they found wrong? Because sometimes they don't give it.
They haven't told her yet.
It's an inspection sheet, just a paper. She should get a copy of that.
Well, she said she hadn't got any repair requests.
Well,
So-
what they usually do is if there is a repair request, we had one. Well, our realtor did it the old-fashioned way. She just come to the house and said, well, what they mentioned is that right there and those bushes over there. And I said, okay, I'll take care of it.
Well, tomorrow's the deadline. They've got until tomorrow
But
to make a
Chicago
request. So.
and things have changed since then. Even here, if you have a home inspected, you can call anybody you want to, or the real estate company has 1 or 2 that they can recommend. Here, if I was going to sell my house or buy a house, I'd probably just call Ira.
Huh.
Hey, he's a licensed home inspector in the state of Florida. In order to be a home inspector here, I know that from Tanya's husband, he was also one. You have to be licensed by the state of Florida, and what that entails, I don't know. You have to do some kind of class, I don't really know. And they usually will give the paper to the realtor that's selling the house, that you're wanting to buy a house, so it goes to them. And then they will either give it to the person that owns the house trying to sell that house, and then look at it, and then they'll agree to fix certain things or all things, whatever. So that's, I mean, so I would have thought by now, they got 5 days to respond, but she don't even know what the inspector said. He may not have found anything.
Well, she said in Illinois, the seller is only entitled to see the part of the inspection report that relates to any requests.
Well, yeah, because that's what's changed. It's just like here when it came to our shingles, and it was a factory defect, and the factory guy sent them out here to make sure they were and looked at the roof, because then they agreed to give me new shingles. I got a paper labor to put them on, but it's all kind of a rip-off, really. So when I asked to see a copy of what the inspection was, he told me, I'd be glad to give it to you. He said, but I can't because was hired by this company, and so it's their report. So I'm not allowed to see it. And now that is kind of weird that they would do that. It's almost like they're trying to keep something hid when really, you know. But anyway, that's some of the changes.
But like I said, they only got till tomorrow. And so far they haven't made any requests. So, David Williams says, "Hey, sorry I missed you guys. I was down there for a month. I played so much golf. Admit, so many great people." David from Seattle. Yeah, David. We understand that when you get down here, especially if you're just on vacation, there is so much to see and do down here. I mean, coming to see us is just kind of one of those minor things that you might have on the agenda. But there's so many wonderful things you can do down here that most people don't think about.
There's two things around here that we've learned talking to you guys that's never really been here but would like to come for a lifestyle visit or whatever. They're always saying, we'd like to get together and have lunch with you and talk to you for a while. Contact us when you get here. That'll be our response. We never make reservations ahead of time because we know that you don't know what you don't know. Yeah. And you're going to get here, you're going to see so many houses, open houses, pickleball, you're going to meet people. Golf, squares.
Yeah,
you may or may not even have time to come and see us.
Yeah, kind of the last thing on your mind. But maybe next time, David.
And then the people say, I was there last year and I'm coming down this time and I'm going to look at some houses. And then Sue's all famous saying that is, take your checkbook. Because that's usually how it goes. You'll see a house somewhere and you go, oh, this is it. I got to have this house right here.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people's coming down to visit. Like I said, during spring break, I know here in the neighborhood, there's a lot of people that have company during spring break. And a lot of them are, while they're here, they're looking. Or they wasn't intending to buy a house. But when they come down here, then they're going around thinking, maybe we should do that.
Well, we've had friends that come down, people I've worked with, and things like that. And they've heard about this place, but they've never seen it. And they drop by and, we got an extra room if they want to stay here for a while. We don't care. And then they do that. When Skerber and them came down, we rented them a golf cart. Anyway, there was a golf cart here for them. The Grandma and Grandpa's carriages, they're not in business anymore. But anyway, they had a golf cart here. Who's that?
That's Ira, I believe. Oh, and someone wants to know, was it the delaminating shingles, the grit coming off under warranty?
Right away, if I was getting ready to sell my house or whatever, just by you driving up here in that Army tank right there, I probably wouldn't have you as my realtor.
Is that right?
Yeah, because I'm looking at that going.
Explain to me why.
Because I'm looking at that going,
Betty,
this guy makes too much money.
No, this guy's successful.
No, this guy charges too much money.
Hello,
Betty.
sweetie pie.
He'll drive you nuts.
Yeah.
How you doing? How you doing? Now you're gonna make my dog crazy.
Sounds like a hound dog, doesn't it?
Are you a hound dog? Huh? Are you a big hound
That's what
dog?
Mama calls him, an old hound dog. It's Ira, guys. Ira stopped by to visit. Ira Miller.
My high technical setup here.
You're big high tech. Got all the lights around.
Oh yeah, man.
You got all the boom mics going on.
We even got a fence here to keep the camera people away.
Yeah, right.
No, you're all right. We're used to this.
Yeah. Oh, and I'm glad you stopped by, Ira, because I was going to call you and ask you a question.
Well, there you go. I'm right here.
Well, I put a picture on Discord the other day. You probably didn't see it, but I noticed in the newspaper, on the new homes for sale, underneath the realtor's name, it says licensed professional. And so I Googled that because, I'm thinking this is a play on words because I've never seen that on there before. And so I Googled it, and I Googled the difference between a real estate agent, a real estate broker, and a real estate professional. Right. And there is a difference.
Which one are you?
I'm at the top. I'm a broker.
You're a broker. Yeah, and that's what I said. I Googled because I didn't know the difference between, but I knew there was a difference.
Well, they're not realtors.
Yeah.
So a lot of people mistakenly think that the real estate agents at the villages are realtors, and people call them that all the time, and they're not, and they don't really correct them, but you know, realtor is somebody who belongs to the National Association of Realtors, abide by realtor
Oh, yeah.
ethics and
That's the
guidelines,
mic.
and so therein lies the difference. You
Yeah.
know, is the
Well, and
fact.
I knew when I looked it up, and I'm looking at one of them is one of it said the professional could be somebody that's fluent in taxes, real estate taxes, and not necessarily selling houses. Uh, but yeah, I knew that there was a difference there, and I took a bus trip once to down to the new end to see some new houses that they were putting in, and I know we'd mentioned before that they're not realtors. Well, the guy that's your speaker on the bus, they always have somebody that kind of, hi, how are you? We're all going to go down to see, that kind of thing. And he made a point of saying, because I think he recognized me, he made a point of saying, some of these YouTube channels keep telling you that they're not realtors, but he said these are licensed professionals. That's as far as she would go, and so that's why I looked it up.
So you tell us, Mr. Professional.
I mean, you know what? Licensed professional.
Here's my
I mean-
skeptical mind says that's not a realtor. That's just a
Well,
play
if
on
you're not
words.
part of the NAR, then there's a lot of things that they have in their bylaws that you don't have to adhere to.
Right.
I mean, they can lie to you, they can leave stuff out, stuff like that, because I know that's with the MLS and the NAR. I know there's some of their rules that there's certain things that they
Right.
have to tell you.
Yeah, we have a whole list of stuff that tells you everything that we're going to do for you. We're going to account for all funds. We're going to provide all the information to you. There's like a list of 9 different things that.
And the reason that I even thought about it was because early on, when we were what?
I can't see you over there.
Oh, well, you don't have to see me. You look at me every day. There was early on. There was a lot of people telling us when they first opened up down there, that their realtor didn't tell them about the prison, didn't tell them about the stone quarry, didn't tell them about a lot of things down there. And I thought, well, don't they have to? Where I come from, I thought they had to. That's when I started looking into it and finding out,
Yeah,
that
where we're
these.
from is a thing called truth and disclosure.
Yeah.
We don't have to ask you. If I say, is there anything here I should know?
Right.
That's where you have to start talking.
Right.
And I shouldn't have to ask. I mean, if there's a bad septic system here, you should tell me, because that's stuff that goes along.
Right. They have to disclose all known facts.
Well, but the owner has to disclose that to you too. I mean, so otherwise a lawsuit could happen here.
Well, I mean, they don't have to. I mean, we can't force them to. We have a whole seller's disclosure that they have to fill out. It's a 4-page disclosure sheet that they check off, and pretty much all those questions are asked on that sheet.
Do they have to tell you about sinkholes
Yes.
within a certain range, or?
So in that seller's disclosure, it does say, does your house or any adjacent home ever had a sinkhole?
Okay.
And that's how it's.
Well, that's what I
worded.
saw, and that was a difference that I seen in the realtor broker professional, was that they weren't part of that they had to disclose
But
everything.
do they have to disclose that, or do you have to ask and then they disclose that?
It's all disclosed in the seller's disclosure that we get filled out from all sellers whenever we list a home.
Okay.
So what if the seller that's moving back to Rhode Island don't tell you?
If he doesn't tell us, then it's his liability.
Yeah.
And if he ends up moving to Rhode Island and then all of a sudden you found out that they did have a sinkhole, it's kind of easy to check in building permits, because whenever they do a remediation, they have to pull a permit to remediate homes. So maybe not just this home, but you might want to have your agent check the adjacent homes to see if they've had building permits. Now, Sumter County, they pulled all that information from being public knowledge, where somebody can go right on into the building permits. You used to be able to go right into there and search for yourself I can do it because I'm a contractor, so I have access to search for all the building permits being a contractor. But normal agents, they don't have that ability. What they have to do is they have to send in a request to the Sumter County Building Department for information on building permits. So you'd have to probably go, you have your 1, 2, 3 houses behind you for adjacent. You have that house and that house, that's 4, 5. You have the houses across the street, 6, 7. You really have to ask for 7 different parcel numbers to really see if there's any sinkhole activity
Okay.
on adjacent homes.
Let's see.
I would think that'd be a major concern, in Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, sinkholes can appear anywhere.
I know it can.
We're on an aquifer, so it's,
I think we have more in the average place. I can show you a place in Kentucky. They have so many what they call sinkholes. It's around that Corvette Museum.
oh yeah,
It's like 100
Yeah.
and some acres, and all you see is this, all the
Bowling
way across
Green.
there. Come to find out, that's where they used to mine coal. And now the caves, they don't do it there anymore, so the caves are starting to cave in. But they call it a sinkhole,
oh really?
and it's really not a sinkhole.
Kathy B says, hi, Skipper Sue, checking in to see what's shaking before I'm off to chair yoga.
Ira's shaking.
Blanchard Recreation Center's grand opening is tomorrow. Said I may walk over to check that out. Well, that would be cool if you're that close. That's because the weather's getting decent. In the morning, it's kind of chilly, and I know those openings are usually early in the morning when they do the
Yeah.
ribbon cutting and that kind of thing. But
It was
yeah,
a little cloudy today. I was kind of wondering, but it's gotten beautiful.
yeah. Well, it's supposed to rain, but I don't think it's coming until this evening. But I looked on my radar, and it shows in live, and I said there's just kind of little pieces around us. So, and I said it's a lot nicer. It was yesterday. It was all clouds. I mean, the
Yeah.
thermostat says 77 degrees, and I had to put my jacket on.
Yeah.
Somebody laughed at me, but I'm serious. Under 70, I can't stand it, and I'm just so used to the warm weather. But
Before you drive around the villages, and there are all these plants that cold weather really
Yeah,
did a
nailed
number on
them.
them. I mean,
Yeah.
everywhere.
Yeah, you were lucky with your Robollinis here.
Even during the coldest snaps that we've had, and this year has been really worse, those two have always survived. There used to be 4.
Oh
Now
yeah.
they're down to 2. And I'm looking around. We've always waited until the snaps was over and there was going to be no more before we trimmed them.
Right.
And I've just noticed all these people like over there.
They
cut,
were trimmed up.
yeah, but it's got green.
Yeah.
So actually that's okay. But the one down here, see, there's nothing on it, and
Yeah.
they cut everything off. I just think that's a mistake. Am I right? I think as long as there's a green leaf,
Well,
leave it alone.
yeah, as long as there's something green on it, but and you
I'm looking
can
for your
check,
snake.
You can they do the scratch test, they call it, where they scratch on the
What do
bark
you mean a
to see,
scratch test?
to see if it's still green on the bark, on the stem, on the trunk.
yeah,
On the
underneath.
trunk?
Yeah.
I ain't scratching that.
Well,
Look at my fingernails ain't that tough.
well, you don't have to. You got green. You have green
Yeah,
palms.
but look at those over there. You got 2 or 3. Look at every one of them.
Yeah, they got nailed.
That's nothing.
Yeah.
Now our ones in the back look like that, but I trimmed them up, and they've got green on them, so you just can't tell it for all the. And I couldn't even reach that. I couldn't reach the top of that. I only got about halfway up. So let's see.
Is your wife mad at me?
No, my wife loves you, Skip.
No, she don't.
She loves Sue more.
I agree with that. So I just wondered because I couldn't hardly hear what she was saying when we were down there at
Boosters.
Boosters down there. I couldn't hardly hear.
Yeah.
And, well,
Or
same thing at
Cody's.
Cody's. I couldn't hear nothing.
Yeah, Cody's was
yeah,
really
it's
bad.
loud, especially if you're sitting that close to the people that's entertaining. It's
Yeah,
loud.
Cody's at Brownwood is better outside.
Yeah.
It's not near as noisy out there. So he don't have a choice though, does he? They say you're going to go here. That's where he's got to
Right.
go. Yeah.
Yeah, they put him where they want him, and
I was very thankful that it was enclosed, though. I mean, there was a breeze coming through there, and in that
they had
opening.
heaters.
Yeah,
Good
but
thing you
and they
brought
had
some extra
heaters.
clothes
Yeah,
that I could wear.
so that was nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ira had to give Skip his
He goes,
jacket.
I'm freezing. I got to get out of here. I'm like, wait a minute.
Well, it wasn't
I
necessarily
gotta-
freezing,
Well,
but it was getting cold.
Yeah.
Right there on that lake. I told Sue we was walking across there. I said, I should have brought my jacket. I keep forgetting about this lake.
Yeah.
And in the evenings, if there's a breeze that comes off the lake inside,
Yep.
it just makes it.
Yeah, and
It's
you
like
laugh at
cold.
me because I take it everywhere. I
Right.
don't care. I take it just in case.
There you go.
Yeah, because a lot of times their air conditioning's that bad.
Yeah.
You know,
that's
in
true,
the summertime they'll have the air conditioner turned down to nothing.
Too. Yep.
And I understand, when back in that kitchen it gets pretty hot, but I get cold easy, so I take it with me. Everybody's saying hi, Ira, Becky, and Dig Deeper Network, Cindy.
That's
Laura
in 11
Lampy.
years. That's the second or third sheriff's car I've seen go through this neighborhood, and he looks like he's looking for something.
Yeah.
Somebody's called him or something.
Yeah.
They
Might
had
be
an
that lady
awful
down
lot
there.
of
We got a lady down here at the end of the street. She's crazy. She's the one they arrested about 2 years ago for driving around naked.
Driving naked.
They stopped her in front of Manatee. Yeah, she was speeding. They pulled her over. No, she was
she had a
drunk.
wreck.
Yeah, they pulled her over. She wrecked?
Yeah.
You know what it was? Okay. Well, anyway, they were in there talking to her, and the officer noticed that from the waist down she had no clothes on.
Yeah, there's some characters here in the villages for
When
sure.
there's been a lot of solicitors here. In the last couple of weeks, there's just been a ton of them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they're not allowed to or supposed
See, I told
to.
you, they're not allowed to solicit
Okay,
here.
well,
Right.
it all depends on who
Right.
you're talking to.
I don't care who you're talking
But there's
to.
nothing to stop them. I
Yeah.
mean, who are you gonna?
Well, I said the
Well,
last,
last time I called Community Watch. This was when the neighborhood was new.
Yeah.
It was me and like 3 other people lived here. There was nobody else here.
He says, "What do you want me to do?"
Well, I know how they are when you first move in. The water people come knocking on your door. Everybody starts knocking, and I told Sue, I'm not dealing with that.
Right.
So here we are, and some lady comes knock. She says she was in the village's welcome committee or whatever. And I says, really? What welcome committee? What's the name of it? I want to call it. I want to check it out. I've never heard of the village's welcoming committee. Oh yeah, we've been doing it for years. Really? I've owned houses here for years. I've never heard of it. She was getting really standoffish, And so anyway, I called Community Watch. I told her that this girl was doing. And they asked me, says, do you know what kind of car that they got? I said, yeah, it's parked out here. It's a Cadillac, some kind of a Cadillac. And he goes, okay, we'll send somebody out there to check on it. And it wasn't but 5 minutes. He was here. And he come by the house and told me. He said, I talked to her. She's not supposed to be here, so she'll be leaving.
Well, he would have told you immediately. We don't have any welcome. We should have told you. We don't have any villages welcoming committee. They should have known that right away and told you that.
Yeah.
Oh, there's just a bunch of people that used to come up. Some of these guys, I used to get phone calls
Yeah.
wanting to come out and do certain things. It's free.
Yeah, right.
This is part of the villages.
Free water test.
yes,
Yeah, shit
that
like
was
that.
the worst.
Yeah.
Free
And
water
you know what
test.
that's all about.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they did have a welcome wagon. It also was a shill for other businesses.
Yeah.
And then that's where they got a lot of their stuff. It was donated by this business or that business, but and you got all the brochures from these
I
businesses.
wonder how many people down at Eastport bought homes down there got bombarded with that kind of stuff.
Oh,
Or do
yeah.
they still do that?
Oh, yeah.
When I heard a discussion this morning about the solicitors, and they were saying, that it was private property and you could put a no trespassing sign
No,
up.
you can't have a sign in your yard.
But
That's also a district
Yeah.
rule.
well, you could put it in your window then, but you could put a no
Who looks in the
trespassing
window for a sign?
because the roads are public.
They can do what they want in that road.
Yeah.
I guess. I guess.
So
But
no
once they
soliciting
step in
doesn't
my
mean
property,
anything.
that's where it ends.
Well, you can have a magnet on your garage door. Put that magnet on there, because as long as it's under the eave, under the overhang, it's okay. No trespassing.
See? And that's what I kept trying to tell people about these little white crosses that everybody bitches about. I could care less.
Yeah.
I said, just put it in a flower pot and put it under the eave anywhere in front of your house, and
Yeah.
you're illegal. It won't
Right.
do anything.
Yeah.
And they would rather sit and bitch and moan for
Oh,
years,
yeah.
hundreds of thousands of dollars in lawyer
Yeah.
fees.
Yeah, everybody's wanting to know what's the difference between an agent and a broker.
This
Oh
is the
my
broker.
gosh.
The difference is about $2,500.
An agent works for a broker, right?
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So as a broker, I had to go through all kind of different, all kind of extra education. I had to go ahead and retake my real estate license all over again to be a broker. I actually did mine. I kind of think it was the smart way, because they also offer something called a GRI. A GRI is a graduate of the Realtor Institute. Well, those GRI courses go towards some of that education that's required for a broker. So I went ahead and got all my GRI stuff and got my GRI designation, and then I had half of my broker courses already, so I just had to do the other half. So, so the difference is too, as a broker, I can open up my own office. I could have agents under me. I can qualify other offices, even multiple offices. So yeah, it's a big difference between a broker and a sales agent.
Gina Bina says, I bought from a sales agent in 2024 and wish I'd gotten a realtor.
Well, you can't say we ain't talked about it over the years.
Well, a
100
sales
times.
agent and a realtor are one and the same in the MLS world. In the association, in the National Association of Realtors, you have a sales license, a sales agent license when you first get your real estate license. You have to practice real estate for at least 2 years before you can get your broker's license. But yeah, you should get a broker because, like me, I'm an expert on real estate contracts. And you really need somebody who knows their contract. And because there's a lot to that contract that can keep you out of trouble.
Oh,
Alfonso wants to know if your name is Iris.
Obviously, he doesn't know about my YouTube channel.
He says he
does
watches your YouTube channel. He said, am I pronouncing your name right, Iris?
and Wrestler wants to
spell
know
that?
if you're doing an amenities video at Solivita.
Say that again?
Wrestler wants to know if you're doing an amenities video at Solivita.
My God, he put a video up last
I was
night.
told, yeah, that our Solivita video went up last night.
I saw it.
Okay. Well,
Good
he's
job.
just offering to give you some of his video if you need it. Wrestler meeting.
Yeah.
Yeah. He said,
Yeah, we actually thought about buying there years ago. Now I'm getting too old, I think, to do anything. But it's a nice area. It's a smaller area than the Villages is, but I mean, it's designed nice. It looks nice.
Yeah.
I think the home values there will continue to rise if they don't overbuild around it. Jose gave us a big warning about that whole area. He said it's all Puerto Rican. He said everybody around there is Puerto Rican. I said, are you sure? When we were there, he said, I'm telling you, so I know.
No, it is. I mean, you can just go to the restaurants and the stores around it, and they're all have Spanish signs
Yeah.
up around it. I mean, I don't know. I was kind of impressed that since the last time I was probably there 10 years ago, and I wasn't impressed at all.
Yeah, that's the
Seemed
way
like
we
a
were.
depressed area. And then when we recently went there, they've made some new roads, and it's not an interstate, but it's
They built up, obviously, a lot.
parkway.
Grocery stores and
Yeah.
things.
Well, you're in Kissimmee, and
Yeah.
that's what me personally, I left Fort Lauderdale because it was way too built up, way too crowded, way too much traffic.
You don't think that's the problem here? I know you can't say because you make a living here.
Well, no, it is a
I like to
problem
put
here
people like you in a
for
corner.
part of the year, you know, like for
Part of the year.
December, January, February, and March for sure, you know, but there's a dramatic fall off next month. You know?
There is.
And so,
It's better in the summer than it is in the winter as far as population size goes
Yeah.
and traffic
Yeah.
and stuff. But as it keeps growing, and they keep doing things like all these adult cities inside another city, it's going to get worse.
yeah, like Middleton.
Yeah.
That's what I was telling everybody. I mean, that kind of befuddles me because Eastport's going to end up having a bunch of kids on their scooters, on their skateboards, in their golf carts, all going to Eastport because they live there in Middleton. They go there to the charter school, and everything's golf cart accessible for them. And I'm just thinking, man, Eastport's really going to be nailed by really a whole influx of young
Well,
kids.
it's already started. How many times has a parent of a child been to the Middleton school down there to pick up their kids, and the police come by and they're in their car drunk? A lady was arrested yesterday.
Oh,
She
really?
was so drunk she was passed out. The top hat, I think it's Wildwood, had to open her door and shake her to get her to. And when she tried to get out of the car, she almost fell down. They asked what she was doing there. She was there to pick up her child.
That's scary.
Oh, and Alfonso wants to know all the awards and trophies that's behind you on your show.
Those are both. Most of those are
Are
mine.
those from the company you work for? Because he says, I am impressed.
So I have.
You can have them made.
I got a lot of those from the villages, all the pins and the ring that you see behind me, and then the rest of the awards were with ERA Grizzard when I worked there for them.
Okay.
See, Buddy likes everybody. He's never seen this kid guy before.
Never knew a stranger.
Yes, we got more company,
He'd
guys.
be the easiest dog to steal.
Well, I'm gonna take a chair up here.
Are you up here to sell a house?
No,
Oh, well, you just.
I'm just here to see you.
Oh, are you?
I can just come
Well, I'm
right
coming over
Because
there.
you threatened my life if I didn't.
Oh, I'm coming over. I'm coming over to your place. I think Monday if I can get out of here. That's the problem. It's your shows at the same time I do a lot of editing,
Oh yeah.
and once I get into it, I don't like stopping because I'll forget where I'm at.
Oh my God.
What
So,
happens when you get old, Skip?
well, I'm bringing over dinner.
Oh, you are.
Yeah, I think that'd be great.
can
Me
eat
and you're
right
gonna
on-
sit there. We're not talking real estate. Well, if they ask a question, it's your channel. You do what you want. But I'm gonna stop at McDonald's to get us a burger and a fry and a Coke, and
Nice.
yeah, we're gonna sit there and slobber and burp and belch.
If you go to McDonald's, no onions. I am not an onion guy.
No onions. Okay.
Only you would bitch about free food.
Hello.
Here, put that on. That's the mic right there.
Yeah.
Make sure it's pointed toward your mouth.
Brad and Marcia.
Put that
Yeah.
on for me. Hi.
Marcia, how are you?
Okay.
Okay.
All right, you guys.
We see ya.
Flip here.
I'll see you when I see you.
I'm still looking.
Way to go.
No, for a house just outside the village,
Then
where I
make
can
sure
park my
it
RV at
points
my
towards
house.
mouth.
I
It's-
found several houses that I would really been interested in, and then I found out the neighborhood's got an HOA, and then when I called and asked them, yeah, that chair ain't worth a shit. Be careful with it.
Oh, I'm all right.
No, I'm serious.
Gave me the
I think he put this on the upside down.
Oh,
Yes?
I think
No,
I
that yeah, it is.
Okay.
That's the mic right there, but you can spin it.
okay.
You can spin it any way you want. See, this is the mic with the holes in it right there.
Ew. Tell your friend that.
So just put it over here on this side.
Oh.
See y'all.
Wherever you like.
Bye, Sue.
See you later.
fine.
Oh,
care.
okay.
Okay, I'm good.
And I think Brad brought something for Skippy.
Pleasure's all mine. Marcia. See you, Skip. Bye, buddy.
See ya. Say bye, buddy. Yeah, bye.
Hey, Sue's figuring on around May to having a Patreon lunch. So last time you didn't come because you said you didn't know. I'm getting rid of that excuse right now. So in May, when we have the Patreon lunch, I don't know, it'll probably be during the week, be my guess.
Oh, and actually, we have it on a Saturday.
Kind of know why I didn't want to make that one.
Yes.
Oh, I forgot. Never mind.
Yeah.
There, I forgot.
Thank you, sir.
You was
Hey,
We've got it down to May 9th.
You was dating that
Remember
whore at that
the
time.
V
You didn't want nobody to
It's
know.
up and down. The mic is the other one.
See ya.
Hey, are you sure you want me on your show?
There we
Oh
go.
my goodness. Well, that was
Yeah,
nice.
now it's
Getting a little.
I'm a professional. I know how to put on them.
Yeah, we had 4 of them chairs, and that's the last one.
Oh, we
They're
have,
shit.
we have
They're
one like
shit.
like this. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Yeah. After a couple of years in the weather,
Yeah.
that
Well,
material
first thing you
separates.
feel is that bar right in your ass, don't you? Yeah, I know.
It's right in there. Yeah,
Yeah.
nice and snug.
That's terrible.
And we do have another chair like hers, but it's on the back porch, and
Oh.
I
Yeah,
can't.
this
this is
is
nice.
comfy.
Yeah,
very
it
comfy.
is. You know that how old that
It's a
thing
beautiful
is?
porch. Really
Been
nice.
sitting out in the sun for 11 years.
Really?
Yeah.
That's quality stuff, man. The same
That will
cushion,
do it.
not ripped, nope, nothing.
I have a question. How can you say that dog is a pain in the ass?
He's a pain in the ass
He's
when he
so
wants
cute.
to be. Listen, we don't
He knows you're talking about.
Oh, he's so
spank him or any of that kind of stuff.
No, I know.
Look at that face.
But what we end up doing, actually she, but we both do it, is we learn what those different barks mean. So actually he's training us This bark means I want a treat.
Oh,
This
got
bark
it.
means I want to go for a walk.
It's like,
Bigger
Morse,
than
it's
he
like
is.
Morse code.
Oh yeah, yeah, it is. It's kind of like that. And like I said, in the evening, if he starts barking, I know he's barking at Skip to come out and play with him
Right.
because he comes
Yes.
out after
Yes,
supper. He
every
comes
night
out
she'll
and
go to
plays
bed
with
at
him.
9:30. Buddy goes to bed with her.
And
Give him
he's
about
a-
15, 20 minutes.
yes.
He comes out to my door and he starts barking and carrying on.
They
He
have
wants
their
me to go out
routine.
and play,
Yeah.
throw and catch and
Yes.
whatever. And then he'll jump up my chair. He gets in between my legs. He'll sleep until it's time for me to go to bed. Then I got to pick him up, take him into the bedroom, and put him on the bed. It's a routine we have.
Oh
here.
yeah.
How
Yeah,
old is he?
He's
two and a half now.
He's going on 3.
He feels
No,
like a
no, he
puppy.
was 2 at the end of November. So it's just 2.5.
I said he's going on 3.
Yep.
Okay.
He's so cute.
He's cute. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. If we
Well, this
ever
is
got another
Brad
one.
and Marcia Shea
High five.
come to
High
visit. And I said we'd enjoy having Ira here, and it just so happened I was intending to call him and ask him about the realty thing when I happened to notice that in the paper.
But you have to remember what Ira's telling you is like on the village's real estate thing. There's a VLS and an MLS. He says on MLS, a agent is a licensed realtor, but on VLS, that's the village's thing
It's
only.
a licensed professional.
No, that means a licensed agent may not be a realtor because they make up their own rules. They're not MLS agents. So anyway, I know it's complicated, stupid.
And you look and see if they're part of the NAR.
No, he just done that because he wants the money. The VLS means he owns that. He has his own rules. He also owns the newspaper. So if they want to advertise, it all ends up goes to a big circle and ends up in a developer's pocket. That's why.
Okay.
If he's MLS, they have to advertise in local papers, which he doesn't. He
Yeah.
doesn't do that.
Florida Valsa just moved into Edenfield, and the soliciting is crazy. Yeah, I don't know why the last few weeks, and maybe because I don't know, maybe kids are out of school or what have you, but most of the ones that's come to the door has been very young people. You know, it
Okay.
seemed college-age kids,
Well,
and but I'm just so surprised.
I'm good to go.
Want to go to a titty bar?
Okay. Bye, girls.
Yeah, Carol says it's right. Put a no trespassing or no solicitation sign on your door. Now the no solicitation sign, I've been told they don't have to even look at that. I mean, that's kind of what you would like, but that's not a law. But the no trespassing sign, yeah, it's your property. It's not part of the street because the streets are public. It's not part of the street, but it's your property, and you can call the police if they don't back off.
I just called community watch.
Yeah.
I'm still going by what I did. I don't know what happened.
the-
And I even said it. There's no soliciting allowed in the villages.
Yeah.
Period.
We had somebody knock on our door the other morning. I didn't know who he was. He said,
But that
I'm
doesn't
from,
mean that it's
Well, this is
illegal.
a retirement community,
Right.
and they don't want people getting in the habit of walking up to all these houses and disturbing
Right.
people.
Exactly.
They don't know that in that house there's somebody laying in a deathbed.
That's right.
They don't
Right.
know that. So we
Yep.
don't need people walking around here. And you've seen the scams.
Oh, sure.
It happens every week around
Every
here
week.
anymore.
Yep.
So.
Well, and look what happened at where Deb lives.
what
So,
happened
you know,
with
some
that?
lady went and knocked
yeah,
on the
they
door.
went in there and they killed her neighbor in a brand new area.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
She had
wow,
went
wow.
through a fence, a construction
Oh, my
fence.
God. That's
And
awful.
she stole their car, and then they finally caught her, I think, in Georgia.
Unbelievable.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, and they've got a very nice gated community. I mean, you know, they're very. I have to give them all kinds of criteria to get in when I go to see Deb. But this lady, like I said, she snuck through a construction fence.
Wow.
So
Well,
you know, it
they're
happens.
saying that. I don't think there's any evidence of that. That just covered their bases.
Right.
Oh, she didn't come to the front. She snuck in the back door.
No, she was through out once before. But anyhow,
That's
but yeah.
crazy.
um,
So what are you guys doing?
We're hanging out with you.
Oh,
And we brought you a nice gift.
what is it?
Well, open it up.
Can I eat it?
It's not edible.
it's not edible.
Not edible.
Enjoy.
I think you'll enjoy it. We think you'll enjoy
Damn,
it.
this is like opening up Christmas. Ooh, it's electrical. I guess. Oh shit! Look at that. Looks just like me.
Yep.
It's supposed to.
Yeah. Well,
Oh, I thought it was a cord.
No, that's to hang it.
he's under his chain's under the table.
Oh,
Hold that.
There. Oh, how cool.
Hey, buddy.
I like that. I like that. Can y'all see this?
I'll
Isn't
have
that
to hang
cool?
that in my room. I'm thinking about redesigning my studio to make
Yeah, you
life
put-
easier,
Very,
so
very
I
nice.
can do the news without having any kind of a green screen.
Right.
Now I've got one for the
And
one for the front,
just a small space,
Robin's,
so
and
I
I've
ain't
got
gotta
one for the
figure out
back.
how I'm gonna do
So
it yet.
that is very nice.
Oh, you're very welcome. Enjoy it.
Yeah.
And good health.
Brad, you're brilliant. You
Oh,
know that.
Thank you. Thank you. And you helped me design it because you came up with a couple ideas there that,
Yeah. Well, it did. It does look really
that we
nice.
incorporated.
Well, and one you sent me kind of had the porch in the background.
Right.
And I thought,
right.
well, I got that's like a picture.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, yeah.
But I kind of like this with the greenery, though.
Right,
I think it's
right.
pretty.
She looks much better than you.
Yeah. And what
Nothing
color's my
like sweet
hair in
talking,
that?
baby.
I
Gotta
tell
get
you.
score some points.
Yes, yes. Yeah. And I said, for long, I said, I have to change the hair color.
Right, right.
I don't care.
That's
Not going to do
great.
that. But anyhow, let's see. Oop. Somewhere in the sun says, hi, Bride and Marcia.
Hello.
Restormania says hi.
Can you see her over there?
Racer Girl.
Hi, guys.
Laura
I feel like I
Lampy.
live in a rainforest.
Hi, Laura.
Somewhere in
I'm
the sun says,
waving.
Brad, your art creations are amazing. We get so many laughs. Thank you so much.
Oh,
Very talented.
It's fun. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I enjoy it. I enjoy doing it.
Rester loves your artist renditions.
All right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Skip and Ira without Sue. Look out. Yeah, I think that'd probably be
What do you say?
you and Ira without me.
With
If you go over to Ira's.
Well, actually, Racer Girl's kind of guilt me into it when we was over at Boosters. She says, you have to go over to Ira's to be on his live show because he's been on your live show.
Is that a snake on the tree?
Yes, this is what I was talking about a while
Yeah.
ago. See him coming
yep.
down?
Gosh.
That's
Sure
a black
now.
racer, right?
Yeah, it's like, I don't even know why he was up there, but he was up there.
Take a picture
Crawling
with
up.
your phone.
I can do it.
I don't
Okay.
know if I want to go over there and do that or not.
Well, I mean, you don't
I'll
have to
take
be
it from here
close.
to be safe.
You can
But yeah, it's not a very big one. But
No, just look, if you get over there, those things are fast. They'll see you and get scared and they'll take off.
yeah, it was all the way in the top.
See if I can get him
Yeah.
from here.
But like I said, I had a little
Yeah,
had a little
fine.
playpen for Buddy that I put out here underneath the palm tree, and I'd sit out here and read while he was in the playpen. And
I
then
got
the
him.
yard guy next door,
How much of them did you get?
Most of them, what's on there?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Okay.
the yard guy next door showed me a picture, and there was a snake that fell out of the
It kinda
tree
moved.
into that little cage. And I haven't used it since. I got rid of it.
There used to be
You
one.
got it.
There
Part
used
of
to be
'em.
one that hung around right here every year, and when they put the stackable brick in, you see the little holes where the brick's at an angle,
yes,
and there's
yes.
holes right there. Look at that guy.
Yeah, he wants some of Buddy's tree.
Yeah, he's being awful damn
Whoa.
brave.
Whoa!
Buddy will eat him.
And Wrestler says the Bimini video that he's been working on is up
Oh, yeah,
on
he
Patreon.
chases lizards.
And for my YouTube
I
members,
thought
it will
only
go
the
live for everyone else on YouTube this
I thought
weekend.
only
Yes, I
cats
really enjoyed wrestling.
chase.
Yeah,
Buddy will chase
yeah.
anything.
Really
He
nice.
does such a
Golf
good
carts?
job.
Yes.
He really does.
Yes.
And I said, I wasn't
Sue
sure on
said
this
there's
trip.
a couple of cars around here that make noises, or motorcycles. Do you like to chase motorcycles?
He likes to
Wow.
chase anything, bicycles,
Anything.
cars,
Right.
golf carts.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, he's so cute.
Oh, and he's working on a separate video on the Dolphin house in Bimini. That was really
wanna
something
come
to see.
visit?
You know, this guy that did the whole building. It was a 3-story building in mosaics.
Wow.
You know, outside and inside. And I said that wasn't the wow factor. I mean, it was beautiful and everything. The wow factor was he was knighted by the Queen.
Wow. That is a wow
And I
factor.
said, so he was Sir Ashley Saunders.
Okay.
And then when we got up on I think the second floor in one of the rooms, he had hanging from the rafters. It was mosaics, but he had stuff hanging from the rafters, and it was Hemingway's fishing poles.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
So evidently they'd been buds at one time, been
Right,
fishing
right.
together.
What do you got on your butt?
But yeah, I had never heard of the Dolphin
been out
House
there
and
in the
and
ground?
names.
No, I haven't either. This was in
What
Key
is
West?
it?
Bimini,
In Bimini. Oh,
What do
okay.
you got?
when we were on the cruise, and I
bet
said
this was
Bimini's
good
not
on
very
camera.
big. You know, I think it's like 7 miles from one end to the other, and we did the whole thing. But he had a golf cart, so
Right.
the shuttle would take you to the shopping area, the casino, but that's as far as it went.
Right.
So he had a golf cart, so we went from one end to the other.
Oh.
And I said we was able to find that
Bobby.
the Dolphin House.
Get out of there.
Really interesting stuff there. But he said that'll be
Want some water?
Cutie.
I'm gonna get you some water.
Yeah, he's probably-
Oh,
he's
you hear that? You hear that?
Something,
That was my knee
Was that the
popping.
chair or your knee?
The bones creaking.
at least you know you got some. Yeah. Oh, yeah, and everybody says, it's a awesome picture, Brad.
Oh, thank you
Yeah.
so much. Appreciate it.
Oh, where'd the snake go?
Oh, Pizza Mama, I love it. You know how I love flowers. And I said I had to replant everything practically this year. But it's getting there. This is all new stuff, so it's not grew in yet.
Baby.
But it's getting there.
Yeah, everybody took a hit with the cold. It was terrible.
Yeah,
The,
yeah,
the
and that's,
freeze.
we were talking about the Robollinis with
Yes.
Ira. And
Right.
ours doesn't look as bad as some of them. And I said, ones across the street looked like they're plumb dead.
Yeah.
But I said, these weren't bad. And I cut the bottom part off, but I couldn't reach the top.
No, it looks like
But there's still a lot of
there's
green.
green coming out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why
Yep.
since there was green, I would go ahead and cut the burnt part off, but I
Right.
couldn't reach it. So,
Right.
and I ain't getting on a ladder. We just call Chano.
Oh, speaking of Jano, he was by this morning.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, he got rid of all our dead stuff and put
Well,
in
and I said,
some
I've got
new-
a couple things that need to be dug up,
Right.
and I can't dig anymore.
He
I,
does
my
great,
balance is
great
not.
work. He really does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I told
Yeah.
him, there's 2 hibiscus over there that I want dug up.
Right.
And then the schiffelera over here that it didn't
These
make
are
it.
beautiful.
Yeah, so hopefully, and I said I'll get, oh, that's the garage door. Hopefully get it all back to looking good eventually.
Hey, Brad,
Yeah.
you want a Coke or a Diet Coke or
Oh,
a Sprite?
Diet Coke sounds good.
What?
Diet Coke?
How about you?
Anything? Sprite?
Water?
Water?
I'll take the water.
Okay. Where's he at? Bring Marcia water. I don't know if
what?
he's on that end or anything. No. Anyhow,
Thank you. All right.
Thanks.
Rester says you have to be a really good artist to
Just
make
want
Skip look
some
good.
water.
She said water.
Do I have water?
How about the dish?
That's a dumb
You can
question.
use the
You got
dish.
water?
I mean bottled water.
Well, Sue's not going to drink nothing else but bottled water.
He's got that.
I got a
freezes
garden
full.
hose.
I think he is going to have to replace some beer here for long.
Right.
every month or two.
Yep.
Let's see. Yeah, Rester says you have to be a really good artist to make Skip look good. You did the impossible. It's an excellent work.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Wrestler.
And Elaine Skersey says my Chihuahua had a playpen with the top zip shut,
You know that snake's
and
in
there
that-
was
those
a
bushes.
door he could walk
I'm
out.
not going near.
Where is it?
that you
they
could
like to
zip.
hang around
Oh,
And
bushes
I thought
like
about that, but
I've
in
seen
the heat
those
down
things
here,
go from that bush.
it
They go
wasn't.
through every bush.
Like I said, I
so
just
fast.
when I come out
Right.
now, I just keep him attached to me. I sit here and just keep his leash on me so he can't go away.
But they don't. Those black races aren't dangerous.
They just
Yeah.
they chase lizards around,
Right,
or
right.
geckos, whatever you
I
call them.
wouldn't want
Right.
it crawling
But it's
on
amazing how fast they
They're
are.
quick, yeah.
I saw them in the back where I got the hedge.
Right.
I saw one probably about 4 or 5 feet long,
Right.
and he was chasing them. Once he got his eye on that lizard,
Yep.
the lizard takes off real fast.
Right.
That snake was dead on him. That
Wow.
that
That's
Wow.
quick.
That's quick.
Yeah.
We
You
had
think
one-
they go slow, but like I said,
Yeah.
when they're doing that, they're right there.
We had one come into the garage and we
Oh,
opened it.
that was
as soon as
big
we
one,
opened the
too.
door, it took off and
I've had them in this garage here, and it's really rare because we don't leave our garage door up. A lot of people crack their garage
yeah,
door
we don't
for
even.
air.
Right.
But that's when I get in there. We had one in ours. Don't know when it got in there, but like you said, I went out there and it turned around and took off.
I'm amazed how many people leave their garages open all day.
They do it for
Like-
air circulation.
I know.
think.
But
It's-
still,
anything
everything
can come in there.
can run in.
Yeah, that and hold on to him, FedEx.
Oh, FedEx, yeah, he's gonna
Yeah,
make
we
a
like-
run for
We
it.
like
Yeah.
to chase after them too.
Oh,
Oh wow,
No.
he ignored it that
What
time.
happened?
What happened? Oh wait,
Wait.
not done yet.
He didn't
He
even
realized.
bark.
Wow, that was good.
I don't know. Maybe he was confused. I don't know. That was odd. Yeah. BJ says, hi, Brad and Marcia. Love the creative pictures you do, Brad.
Thank you, BJ. Thank you.
Yes, yes.
thank you.
You do such a wonderful job.
Oh, appreciate it.
No.
It's a lot of fun.
And well, and this was
Don't you hate it when people do that?
Skipper's
No.
birthday is
Oh,
May the
you-
11th.
My dad did it all
So
the time.
this is his nicest birthday
He was
present.
drinks out of my hand.
I love it. Yeah. Let's see.
How long you been down here now?
Let's see. We rented in 23, So it's almost 3. It's going to be 2.5 years.
God, time
Yeah.
flies. 3
The
years.
house, though,
But
we
not
have 2
full
years.
time.
It's
Full
been 2
time
years.
since August of
Right.
25.
The snowbirds going back and forth. And,
When did you come down here? When me and Jose saw you walk around outside with your robe.
Oh, that
wide
was
open?
in August when we came
That
back
was-
permanently.
That's
when
when you
we
moved in
came
here
from-
full time.
Yes.
Just
yes.
this
We had just
past
gotten back
August.
the night before.
Okay. Did you buy
the
that
other-
house before?
Yes.
We had
Okay.
we had it since March of.
Did you find it when you were renting?
Yes.
Yes.
We
It's a-
bought it
it's a
before we left
crazy
the
story.
rental.
Yeah.
The whole thing is a crazy story because we were renting for 6 months. One night she's watching TV. She gets up from the chair and I hear a thump. She's on flat on the floor. Next day we go to urgent care. They took X-rays
The next day.
because she had rib pain.
Oh, I was
And
in agony.
Oh, the lines I could do with that. She fell on the floor,
right.
and so the next day,
But the ER doctor had enough sense to say we should X-ray your chest because sometimes a rib can puncture your lung. Next day after that, she gets a call. Do you have a lung specialist? And she's saying, why? There's a spot on your lung that doesn't look right. And one thing just led to another. She
Yeah.
went through treatment. She's clean now. We found the house. It's just an amazing.
that's what happened to
Chain
the
of
guy
events.
that originally bought this house over here. His name's Donna. He's gone now, but he was a really cool guy. He was from New Orleans. He survived
Right.
Katrina, and he would tell me stories about
Right.
Katrina and things
Right.
he saw. And anyway, he went to the VA doctor up here, I think. And I don't know if there's a VA hospital anywhere, but anyway, he went to a VA hospital, wherever that was, Orlando probably or someplace.
Right.
And he said he went in for an X-ray of something, same thing.
They found something
And
else.
he said, we found something, nothing to concern yourself about, we just want to make sure. And so they got to digging around and he had this little spot of cancer on his lung. And the doctor said, and, it's a good thing that you went where you went because nobody would have, it was so small,
They wouldn't have
nobody
seen it.
would have found
Right.
that.
Yep.
So,
I keep telling her somebody pushed her that night. It was all meant.
Did
everything
you?
was just meant. Wasn't me. No, it was all meant to
so
be.
she survived the night and I took her to the emergency care the next day. I called the insurance company and they wouldn't pay. And you moved here from where? That communist state up there?
Oh yeah, there's Staten Island, New York.
Staten Island.
Yeah, good old Staten Island. Where it costs $20 to cross the bridge.
$20?
Yeah.
Now it does round trip. Yeah.
Really?
How about trucks? Trucks pay like $60 to cross the bridge.
I know when I was up in a semi truck, I was there one time only, to deliver a load of beer or something to a warehouse in Bronx. You cross, I think, the GW Bridge.
Yep.
You're on top going over, and on the
Yep.
bottom coming
Right.
back.
Lower level. Yep.
So I remember going over the bridge, went down to the first or second stoplight over there. It's almost like I went from one country to another, right there at that
Basically the
bridge.
way it
It
is,
was
right.
weird
Yeah.
for me, being
Yeah,
a Midwestern guy. Right away I started hearing horns honking. I seen people standing on a corner that didn't look like they should be standing on that corner.
Right.
I saw stairways that went under the streets,
Yeah, there's
like apartments,
there's apartments
down
there,
below.
yes.
But there would be like a girl standing at the top of it, and she would just kind of look at the way she was.
Right.
It didn't look right, and it was everywhere. And so I remember going down there, and I turned left to where this warehouse was at, and I seen the warehouse.
Right.
Cars parked on this side, cars parked on this side of the street. There's a door right here that opened up, and it's narrow. And the guy said, "Yeah, just back in there." I got a 45-foot trailer here. How am I supposed to back?
That's crazy.
And he goes, "Well, that's your job." I said, "Well," so anyway, I said, "Cars got to be moved. If they're not moved, then I'm leaving." I'm telling you right now, I own this truck. It's not a company truck.
Right.
I'm leaving. I'm not going to play this game. So they had the cars moved. Most of the cars that were parked there worked in that warehouse. They knew they were blocking this door. So I get in there, and then the guy says, "You have to drop your trailer because we can't shut the door with your tractor hooked to the trailer." I said, "What am I supposed to do?" He said, "Well, most guys just keep driving around the block until we reopen the door, and then you can back in." I said, "Well, how long is it going to take?" He said, we don't know. So what am I supposed to do? Is drive in a circle for hours?
That's what they expect.
Yeah, and when I left that place and went that toll right there, however much that toll was, and I don't remember anymore.
Right.
But there was other tolls. Everywhere I went in New York, there was a toll.
Oh, it's everywhere.
It was everywhere.
And now they charge you a congestion pricing toll just to drive into Manhattan besides all the bridges and tunnels that you
I
have.
was
to cross.
going to say.
Well, that's what you get when
It's
you
become
elect
unbearable.
a communist to be mayor of
It's
your
nuts.
city. No wonder you moved here. How could you stand it?
It was,
I
but
tell
it
you.
was time.
I think when you came down here, though, I think home prices up there were much higher
Yes.
than they are here.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
There were bidding wars
You
going
can actually
on,
buy
yeah.
a really nice home here and put money in your pocket
Exactly.
at the end of
Yes.
it, right?
Yep.
Even people think I'm joking about that. I'm not joking about that at all.
Right.
But where we were from was about the same, so we kind of broke even. You know, no
Right.
big deal for us.
Yeah.
But the day comes, though, you know, you never know if this place. Because I've always said, and I've told Sue 100 times, just a reminder, because she forgets everything, that this place is not going to run me broke.
Right.
If I see that this is getting to the place where it's getting kind of money crazy, I'm out of here.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, like I'd forget. Okay, let's
I may
see.
be going by myself, but I'm out of here. I got a camper. I'll live in it.
You could do that. Yeah.
BJ says, Brad, please tell us more about the Sopranos. I have a big Italian family up north in Wisconsin,
well,
and
I
I
know
still
this.
laugh
My
about my
claim to
Polish
fame.
husband saying my
Yeah,
family
I
were
know
like,
this, that Brad don't live too far from the famous graveyard where all the
Yes.
mafia leaders were buried.
That's right.
Or entombed.
Staten Island. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
What's the name of it?
I don't remember that.
I don't either.
Yeah. but
I always
that's,
said if we go to New York, I
they're
want
all
to go
there.
there.
Yep.
That's where all of them. I can't remember their name.
Colombo, Castellano.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Meyer Lansky's buried there. Yeah. I think Gotti's buried there now.
Yeah.
And these ain't no little cheap graves either. These
Right.
are like massive mini
The
homes.
Sopranos thing was just it's something that just happened out of nowhere. One of the actors was a customer of ours in one of our parking garages, and we got to talking, and he said one day, "Why don't you just come out and watch how we do it?" And we sat there for like to do one scene. It takes almost 8 hours because they do it over and over again. So one of the scenes required background people to stand in the casino, and they just asked for anybody that wanted to do it. And I was there with my brother. We walked on, and that's how we got on it. And it's season 5, episode 6, I think, is the.
And I saw it on
Yeah, I posted it
Discord
on-
or something.
yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah,
yeah.
It was cool.
I got to tell you though, if you hadn't pointed yourself out, I'd
Oh,
never
I know.
recognize
You wouldn't know.
You were much younger.
That's why I
back
put
then.
the arrow there. It was like 25 years ago.
Your hair was much darker.
It was. and there was more of it.
Well, we can
Well,
all say that.
She says, I still laugh about my Polish husband saying my family were like Disney Italians. Know what I mean? I think I know what you mean, BJ. Oh, my goodness. Let's see. SJ rides and dives. I was stationed with a guy from Staten Island. Loved his accent. His last name was Weber, but we pronounced it Waba.
Oh, yeah. Like coffee and
Yeah, I can recognize
sugar
that.
and butter.
I call it a New York accent, but it's probably not. It's probably that whole area.
Oh,
Yeah.
did you drop
I
it?
mean, when
Wait.
Kevin comes here, he's from
He's
Rhode
from
Island.
Rhode Island. He's got the Boston accent. Yeah.
I guess it all
Yeah.
sounds the
Yeah,
same to me.
yeah.
All it sounds
Pack the
communist.
car,
It
pack
sounds
the car.
communistic. All of it does.
Oh, Mimi Alpha's here. Said, hey, everyone, finally caught a live. Good to see you, Mimi. There you go.
Who is it?
Mimi Alf.
Oh, I ain't seen her for a while.
Yeah, it's been a while.
We met them down at Brownwood once.
Oh.
I think they were here looking for a home at that time.
Right.
And nice people.
Nice people. Yeah.
We've actually really never met any nasty people. I think I'm the nastiest person on there.
Yeah. We've met thousands of people, and I don't think we've met any that were upsetting or anything. Like you said, he's probably the nastiest person we've met. But like if you just, like I said, people just go by what we do on here. Why?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's goofy.
They don't really know the real me.
You don't want to know the real him. But I tell you what, something that really bothers me, like when he does the news, and I think he does a great job of the news, the Village's news.
Excellent.
But you got to put all that in context because there's so many people here. It's a
Right.
retirement place, but there's 160,000 or more people here.
Right.
So you put it in the context of Gainesville,
Right. Right.
And I said, when he does the news, it sounds like there's so much bad going on here. But when you put it in perspective, like I said, if you figure 160,000 people in Gainesville,
Exactly.
look at their police blotter.
You can't compare the two.
Wow.
We're going to get into that argument again. You cannot
Right.
compare the two. You're comparing apples to oranges.
Yeah.
I'm
They are
just
not-
saying there's more.
Gainesville is not an age-restricted city. We are. That's the difference.
What
First
I'm
of
saying
all,
is
in a retirement community, children should not be living here full time. Hate me if you want. There should not be a school in a retirement community. Hate me if you want. This is what's going to be
Yeah,
a
I can
downfall, and they're going to
understand
take that 55 plus status away from us, or at least south of 44, they're liable to take that 55 status away from you down there. And then what have you got? A normal city with drug addict kids in it. That's what you got.
Hopefully that.
And you
it
just
doesn't
moved away
come to
from all that
but
shit.
Yeah.
I'm just talking about the numbers.
Right.
You know, I don't care where it is. You know,
Well, I do.
orange and orange.
No,
I'm
it
just
ain't
talking
same
about
thing
the
at all.
numbers.
That's like saying a Chevrolet is the same thing as a Volkswagen.
I'm saying it's a
not.
hell of a lot safer here.
Oh, I agree.
getting on
We
her
feel
nerves.
we feel
She just-
comfortable.
Yeah, you're getting on my nerves.
I never
She just said a
feel-
cuss word.
Like I said, it's one of those things where, if you're comparing,
He's hiding behind the plant.
I don't want people to be scared off because of that.
Oh no.
Because
There ain't nobody being scared off.
there's a lot of people that are, you know,
They're
and
selling 250 brand new homes a month
It's
every
amazing.
month, and they have for years. Nobody's getting scared off.
well,
I
I just,
just think they need to be educated about the whole circle of things here.
yeah.
Because I've had too many people tell me that if I'd have known this or if I'd have known that, you know, and I'm saying there's no reason why you don't know nowadays.
Yeah, well, like I said, that's, you know, it's just that I know a lot of people were scared about that. And I'm thinking if you're in a town with 5,000 people, you know,
I don't
yeah,
fall
that
for
would
any
mean
of
that would mean a
If
lot
you're
of.
not scared to live in New York City area, you ain't scared of nothing.
Like, once you've been there, yeah. And if you can drive in New York, you can drive anywhere.
God, ain't
This
that
is
the truth?
Right.
You know, and I look at that when I was there, and I didn't see all of it. I just saw a small part of it, but it was
Right.
kind of like a whole different world in itself. I'm looking at that the way people. I said, no wonder. My mind's thinking, no wonder people around here walk so much. They walk everywhere,
And they walk fast.
or ride a
Yeah,
bicycle.
Everybody's
I see
in
lot
a
of
rush.
bicycles.
Everybody's in a rush. They can't slow down. They can't relax.
Oh, it's so different.
Yeah.
Well, you know, Japan's getting that way. I'm
Yeah.
seeing more and more YouTube pop up about Japan and the life in Japan, and it just seems like they cannot work enough hours.
Yeah.
A lot of them they don't live in the city because it's too expensive.
Yep.
So they ride these buses and trolleys and whatever, 2 hours to get home, 2 hours every day
Yeah,
to get to work.
yeah.
And I'm looking at that going, you know, I don't work anymore, but I know she used to drive to work every day. It was 50 some miles one way to work.
Yeah.
And
was a little
I
over
remember
an hour.
how much of a headache that
That's a
was.
trip.
And
That's
I'm
true,
seeing
yeah.
these kids in Japan, and
Yeah.
I'm thinking, what kind of life is that?
Well, I spent 4 hours a day in the car, basically, in New York. Getting
yeah.
back and forth.
How far did you go?
It was about 25 miles.
I was going to say mileage-wise.
It took 2 hours to get through all that traffic.
I laugh because I just can't comprehend
I
that.
kept saying I could be on a plane to Florida quicker than I can get into Manhattan. From
When I lived on a
Staten
farm
Island.
in Nicetown, Indiana, I used to drive the tractor down to the elevator to buy a pop and a candy bar. Because farmers during harvest season, you didn't need any driver's license if you was going to the elevator. I could
Okay.
drive a truck, I could drive the tractor, I could drive anything because we were harvesting.
Right, right.
And so sometimes when Dad was at work and I was at home and I was bored, I'd get on the tractor and I'd drive down to the elevator to get a pop and a candy bar.
Well, she kills me because she says, I'm so afraid to drive on these golf cart paths. I said,
Oh.
you drove in Manhattan where it was like you couldn't move and the people were all around and you're worried about this, so she forgets.
People don't drive their cars like some of these people drive their cars.
That is true.
That's true,
Yeah.
too.
I've seen some.
It's a little
weird things.
scary at times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you got to wonder when you see some people, look at the license plate if they have one
Right.
on their car.
Right.
We've went in different areas, and Sue drives most of the time anyway, but I'm walking
Right,
around.
right.
And it's just a habit being in a semi-truck. You always look at license plates.
Right.
Uh-oh.
Right. A delivery.
I don't know.
He's waving.
Did I order something?
Must
I
have.
did.
Oh, you
Yeah.
can say, I don't think
Look
I
how
did.
quiet he's being. It's amazing.
I can't believe it.
Oh, that's right. I spoke too soon.
Spoke too soon. No.
He ain't going to bother you.
I don't know for Alona Smith.
That's me.
So baby, this is for you, baby.
Ah.
There you go. Just lay it down there.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Have a good day.
Yes.
That's funny.
But he liked
Yeah, I
that.
knew it wasn't going to last forever.
He said, I actually scared somebody.
Yeah, really.
But like I said, that's a quiet truck.
This truck
Oh,
is
yeah.
at our house
Yeah,
every day.
that's electric, so that's
Electric-
quiet.
electric
Oh, that's
So-
electric, right? That's
Yeah.
quiet.
Yeah, the
Yep.
electrics. But like I said,
Oh.
usually the FedEx and the UPS, he goes nuts.
Oh,
But you seen what he did a while ago, so
Wow.
never the same all the time.
He's
I'm
getting
seeing more and more Amazon electric trucks around here. I think it's because
Yes.
it's so quiet.
yeah.
Because you know,
Yeah.
after a certain hour at night, it's quiet time here.
That's
Yeah.
true.
But
That's
I have
true.
actually had Amazon sometime during the night, because right next door there's a package by my front door, and I'm wondering when the
Oh,
hell.
yeah, they deliver at like 4 in the morning.
But
Yeah.
an electric truck
Yeah.
you can.
Oh,
In a
right.
normal delivery truck, they
right.
can't be
Normal,
here.
they can't do it. Yes, right.
Because you never know. That guy over there could be in his deathbed.
They even have same-day delivery now. I ordered something this morning. It's going to be here at 5 o'clock.
Yeah, there was a
It's
1 hour and a
amazing.
3 hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's amazing how quick it's getting.
Okay.
I don't know what he wants.
I don't either, but you got him.
Oh,
He's
that's
got his
sweet.
goodies. He's happy.
Buddy, buddy.
Let's see. Wrestler says Skip said those vegan friends of his are pretty nasty. Other than that, did you say that?
What's that?
Wrestler said you said those vegan friends of yours are pretty nasty.
What vegan friends?
I'm assuming you mean them.
I don't understand anything like that.
I don't remember you saying it today, but you said that at one time or another, evidently.
Oh, I was probably joking when I did.
Yeah.
If they don't have a sense of humor, screw them.
Yeah. Well, it's Wrestler. He knows what you mean. Yeah. So, yeah, and us the Wrestler and Luann, you know, they were on the cruise. We had
Right.
a great time.
Yep.
And I said if it hadn't been for them, I'd have kind of been lost because Skip didn't go, and then Judy went, and then she got
And she
sick.
got sick, yeah.
And so I was
Yeah.
so thankful that Wrestler Luann was on there. So, but there was some other people too, but like I said, I kind of hung around with them so I
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't be lost.
Right, right.
Yeah.
We haven't been on a cruise in a while. We're due. It's been
Absolutely.
since before COVID. We haven't gone. We haven't been on a cruise.
That's a long
Yeah.
time.
Well, like I said, it was a shame, you know, he couldn't go. It was when his hip was out, and
Right.
and it was a shame he couldn't go. But I knew with all the walking, you know, just getting up to the ship and getting to your room and everything is a mile and a half.
It would have been tough.
So I knew he wouldn't have been able to do it, but we had a good time anyhow.
All right.
You know. But some of the places we're seeing, like I said, Wrestler did such a good job of video and everything, and he's been putting the videos up on YouTube.
Right.
He puts them out for this Patreon people first, and then he puts them out for YouTube, and he's been putting one up every Saturday.
What was that?
So,
Yeah,
I'm,
excellent.
like I said,
Really
I've been
good.
enjoying every one of them.
Yep.
Yeah. And I said that and they also did one of the ship. They went deck by deck and
Oh,
did a
wow.
video
Oh, that's
of the
nice.
whole
Yeah.
ship, which you know, I said, I'm anxious to see that. I bet that's really cool.
Right. Yep.
But I bet it's a beast to try to edit.
Oh, I'm sure. A lot of video. Yep.
Yeah.
Editing's terrible. I hate it. I just hate
It's so
editing.
time consuming.
Here's the problem with editing. If you're a perfectionist,
You never-
editing
yeah.
never ends. It's never right. You
Exactly,
go back. I go through a video 4, 5. Last night I had it all uploaded on YouTube. Had it all uploaded on Patreon and for YouTube members.
Right.
Done. I'm sitting there watching something on TV, and then I'm thinking about it, and I watched it on TV, and then I forgot to do something. So I have to go back to the editor and then do what I wanted to the update.
Right.
I had to delete everything on Patreon, delete everything on YouTube, and upload everything again.
Yep. Yep.
So here we are, 3 o'clock in the morning. Because it's just a perfectionist thing. It's just got to be right. And then even after I do it, I look at it and I go, there's things that ain't right, but I can't do anything about that.
Right,
I have a
right.
problem with lighting
Oh,
more than anything.
yeah,
That's
right.
why I'm thinking about changing the studio in some way where I can do the news without a green screen. I am so tired of fighting that green screen.
And we could paint the wall green.
That's true.
You what?
We could paint the wall
Paint
green.
the wall green.
It didn't make a difference. It's a green screen period, whether it's a paint or whatever. It's still a green screen. And I'm tired because green screen and lighting's got to be right, exactly right. And I have gotten that looking pretty good a few times.
Right.
So I know it can be done.
Yeah.
I just don't know. Because when I do it the next week, I go, well, what did I do last week? Because last week looked pretty good.
And it depends when you watch it. If you look it on your phone versus on a high definition screen on a big TV, it's going to look a little different.
Yeah.
Based
Well,
on
when I set it up, I always do a test run.
Right.
Put it down in the YouTube, put it in my editor, and then look at it, and I'm looking for the defects, you know.
Right.
And then when I think it looks okay, that has got to be the stupidest bicycle I've ever seen.
see
I
them all
saw
the time.
tests before. I don't even, what do you call those?
Stupid. That's what I call them.
What?
Recumbent, I think. But I've seen ones that lay down even more than that. They're like on their back
Oh, yeah,
almost,
he
and they're
said
looking
it.
up at the sky.
Oh yeah.
I can understand the concept of laying back and being relaxed and all this and that, but I just can't imagine me being on a
Being
highway
relaxed
with
when the golf
cars.
carts are
Right.
flying by.
I just think that they're dangerous.
They are.
Yeah, I mean, I can understand people with back problem because I wouldn't be able to sit on a bicycle now for very long because of
Right.
the back problem. But I just think they're too low to the ground. They have those. A lot of them have the flags and everything.
Yes.
But still, I've come upon them
I'd be
and
afraid.
be really,
Yeah.
you know, be really close
Yeah.
and not realize it.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of scary. But I think most people are pretty careful about where they go with them. You know.
Right,
And
right,
here in the
right.
neighborhood, it's probably fine.
Yeah, because it's the streets here.
Yeah,
are
you take
quiet.
it out on Hillsborough.
Right.
You know,
Oh,
even
yeah,
though it's a
that's
golf
little,
cart lane.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that. Yeah, that's a little.
Because I've seen a lot of people kind of drive in and out, half in the car lane and half in the golf cart lane, that kind of thing. So
Oh, we saw a couple of carts out on the roundabouts here a couple of days
Oh
ago.
my
Oh,
goodness.
yeah, you'll see them in the wintertime.
Yeah,
here
because they
and
don't
there.
realize they.
No, this one that we just saw, I don't think they were even aware.
They're
They
probably
didn't
not.
look
No, he
upset
wasn't.
like, oh, you know,
just
I'm
kept
going the
going,
wrong
yeah.
way.
Like it was.
I think the concept is for
He
somebody
thought he
that
was
comes
in the
down
car.
that's fairly new,
Right, right.
for whatever reason,
Not a
they
clue.
know it's a golf cart community. That's what they hear.
Yes.
So they feel like they can just drive a golf cart anywhere.
Exactly.
On
Exactly.
sidewalks.
Right.
It doesn't make
Well,
any
we made mistakes when we first got
Sure.
here.
Oh, yeah.
'cause
But-
you go past the
When-
no cart sign. you know.
Right away said, we have to get
Well,
out
he
of
turned
here. We're
around right
wrong.
away. This guy
He's
just kept going.
I made
driving
mistakes,
around.
but you know, just like you're saying, that I almost recognized immediately. Oh, you know. And I can remember once we were playing at Turtle Mound. Turtle Mound's
Oh,
got,
yeah, we know
got
where
a
that
tee
is.
box. Okay,
Yeah.
when you leave there, if you want to say go up to, I forget where we was going, up to Lake Sumter maybe or
Right,
someplace.
right.
You actually have to take the golf cart path that goes through the golf course, right?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
So when I left there, this is back when I had a patio villa and we played with golf with people we knew over there.
Right,
I
right.
wasn't familiar with the area. So he said, we'll see you up at 2J's or whatever.
Right, right.
I get out there on the golf cart path where the starter shack is, which actually ain't a golf cart path. It's just part of the golf course. And I know I got to go across the golf course. So I'm shooting down through there and I come to a stop and there's a road that went to the right. I'm thinking to myself, that's the road I want to take to get to Lake Sumter.
Right.
I turned to the right and as soon as I got to the end of that road, there was a stop sign there. And then I'm looking, hell, that's a road. I can't be out there on that road. I don't even know what that road was, but I made a U-turn right there and went back.
Right.
But, you know, it leads me to some places that I know where I totally understand how a car gets on a golf cart
Yes.
path the way they're
Yes.
set up.
Yeah.
Why isn't there signs, big signs?
They should have them everywhere.
Yeah, this place wants to pay millions of dollars to have a study done about
Right.
something or something, but they can't put up a few dollars worth of signs saying no golf carts
No
beyond
cars.
this point.
and there are some.
They're also, but they're
Yeah.
kind of
But
small.
they're small.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
there's
You
some,
can
yeah.
miss it.
Right.
There was one out here on 27 and 441. Car hit a golf
Yes.
cart and killed him.
Wow.
She was on 27 and 441
Yeah.
crossing right there. And I asked
Oh my
Jose, I
gosh.
said, isn't there a legal crossing here that they actually put up here so people could take their golf carts and go to the hospital, or at least
Right.
that's the excuse? And he said, yeah, it's right up here. I said, show me the signs. I want to see the sign. I have never seen a sign saying golf cart crossing.
Right. Right.
So we get there, and he shows me the signs. None of those signs says golf cart crossing.
Wow.
What it is a yellow sign, and they're not even close to the highway. They're way back from the highway.
Right.
And it just shows a picture of a golf cart. That's all it does. Shows a picture of a golf cart. On the other side of the road, about 100 yards back beyond the stop sign right there, another yellow sign saying with a picture of a golf cart. I said, that doesn't say golf cart crossing.
Right.
I think what that is, it's alerting people, if you turn here, there's golf
There's
carts in this
cars.
area over here running
Right,
around. Be
right,
aware.
right.
Nowhere does it say golf cart crossing.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I don't know where people are getting that says golf cart crossing, because if that's me and the way I see it, I don't say golf cart crossing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Medicare Guru is here.
Huh?
The Medicare Guru is here. He's a little late to the game today after fielding questions about Skip's special edition with the village's health. And said hello to Brad and Marcia.
Hi.
Hello.
So evidently there was a lot of questions on your special edition?
I just read, I got a guy that got in contact with me a long time ago. He's an investigator for insurance fraud and stuff like that. I'm not mentioning any names or anything. And I promised him I wouldn't, and I'm not going to. I'll go to jail first. I will not mention it. I don't think I have to, truthfully. And he says, when I get my nose in something like this, he says, I'm like a little bulldog. He says, that's what I've done for a living. And he says, if I can get any information, he says, I'll send it to you, if you promise that, you know. And I said, okay. So what I showed, actually, is that's the email he sent me. Now, what all that stuff is on there and where he got it, I don't know, don't want to know. But it all looks really official to me, and it takes you from the time that it happened all the way up to what's going on today.
Right.
And he'll send me more later. So all I did was put that on there to give you the total update of the court orders, what's going on. I mention trend once in a while because there's still something kinky going on there. And I think some of that calls for that it shows 3 different things that the government can do, whatever they decide to do. If you choose A, here's what can happen. If the government chooses B, this is likely what can happen because this is what's happened in the past.
Got it.
And anyway, I just thought it was interesting, and I put it out there. People can take that information, use it what they want. Personally, I just think there's no such thing as a mistake. I don't think there's any such thing as misbilling. Computers only do what they're programmed to do.
Yep.
Somebody programmed them computers to do that.
And where did all this money go? That's the question.
That's what I've always said.
Yep.
Where's the money going?
Exactly.
Who got it?
Yep.
And if the government has to have it to keep our Medicare bills and things down, then I want it to go back to the government.
Right.
It seems like Medicare fraud today, or scamming the government, I guess, it seems like it's a pastime. They're finding it everywhere.
Yep. Yep.
How's come I don't get some? Used to in the mafia days, they called that quiet money.
Oh yeah, right.
And
Protection.
Medicare guru, yeah, like I said, I was here at the first of the show. He was here he just dropped by on his way through. And I think Skip's going to go over to his show Monday. I'm not sure. I think they figured that out.
I'm gonna have him put extra onions on his burger.
He said no onion.
I know that's what he said.
Oh,
You
man.
would think these people would know me by now.
Oh, Anna Marie says, hey, Sue, 2 hours for the TSA check at LaGuardia, or we're back in the villages. Well, good for you. Now you can take a rest. Just,
Wow.
Get you a glass of wine, sit down, and
What are you doing?
You still on?
What are you doing?
You still on?
yeah.
Yeah, come on up. We ain't got no chairs.
Oh, we ain't here to bother you.
Oh, you ain't bothering nobody. Just come on up.
Oh, that's cool.
And we'll find some chairs. We have to go
Yeah,
inside.
you ought to put that tarp up, or you don't, or you get or you're going to burn your head. Stop it, buddy.
A busy day for Buddy.
There she is. I say hi. Yeah, we got more company.
Hey, Buddy.
We got more company.
Like I said, be the easiest dog in the world to steal.
You go with anybody.
He
Well,
jumped
that-
here's
in.
the biscuit.
We haven't seen him in person.
He jumped in a UPS truck here not too long ago. I was out here.
You
Is that a
bought
new
run?
cart?
Yeah.
Ah, it's pretty.
Thanks.
You just pick it up?
No.
No.
No, we had that for probably just over a year.
Oh yeah, you
That's
like it?
really cool.
Oh, you love it.
So pretty. It's
They
red.
got
Well, because of Sue's test drive.
Oh my God. Yeah.
They have a club for them, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was say, didn't Rizzo join?
Yeah.
I thought he did.
Yeah. We
Yeah.
They
Well,
just
yeah.
did a poker run with you're in the camera
Oh, yeah, you're still on. Are you still on?
Yeah.
with the Parrot Club. The Street Rodders and the Parrot Club
Yeah.
Okay.
just had a poker run.
We used
Yeah.
to do poker runs here. They probably still do. I just don't do them anymore.
Yeah, they
Where
do.
you, well, I don't know if it's poker where you get a card. You went to certain areas and get a card.
We hit a bunch of country clubs.
And they're doing a pirate poker run, I think, in the next week or two. Don't know what that entails.
Stop
But
barking.
Pirate one.
yeah.
It was fun. It was from the Parrot Head. We did with the Parrot Head Club.
That's the Jimmy Buffett, right?
Yeah.
Parrot Head?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They do a lot of charity stuff.
Yeah, Mr. Rizzo usually sends us a lot of pictures
Yeah.
when they do those, yeah. Yeah. But
That's
like I said, we haven't done one in a long time since, I think the last one we did here, can't even remember how long ago it's been. Because we first had a cookout up at Manatee. And like I said, at that time, they didn't have any grills up there, so everybody strapped their household grills on the back of the golf carts and took them. It was hilarious.
We didn't know. We're new. There's like nobody here. We knew the Manatee, and it was open, you know. And what was his name over here? I can't think of his name.
Good old
Jesse?
name. I'll never forget
The
it.
guy that him and her divorced. He divorced kind of funny. We came home one day and he had his pickup truck and a U-Haul trailer backed up to the house. And I never thought anything about it. I thought, well, because he's a tinker guy. He had stuff in the garage where he woodworker and stuff. I didn't think anything about it. And then he left, and then somebody said that he just decided he didn't want to be here anymore. He backed up, threw his stuff into there, and left, moved back to Virginia or somewhere.
Oh, Jimmy.
Jimmy Swagger. No.
Crackhorn. Jimmy Crackhorn.
Yeah, something like that.
I
Yeah,
don't
man.
care.
Nice guy.
Walker.
Walker. Yeah, there's only like maybe a dozen of us living here. He came over and he said, I need help. I said, what are we doing? I said, I think we're going to have a barbecue grill up at Manatee Rec Center. We're all going to go up there and, have a little cookout up there. I said, oh, okay. How are we going to get it there? I didn't know he had a truck at that time. Maybe he didn't. He said, well, I can put it on my golf cart. He brought his golf cart down here. It was one of them high-rise golf carts that don't fit in any tunnel. There's a story about that, too. And I said, well, how are we going to get it up there? He said, I'm going to load it up on the back of the golf cart. I said, okay.
Oh, jeez.
And so I go there and I help him pick this thing up, and I'm holding it up on there. And he goes in the garage looking for rope. I hear stuff being thrown around in there, and I said, you ain't got that rope out? And he said, well, no, I wasn't really prepared for it. So
You were too much help too quick.
we probably look like a bunch of idiots. We had this thing tied around the golf cart 3 or 4 times to hold this, because this is a big grill.
Oh my God.
I'm riding on the back of the golf cart, which you should not do, and I'm kind of help hold this thing up on there. And we get over there, and we're dragging it through the Manatee Rec Center to get outside over by the bocce balls or something over there, set this thing up. And I was like, oh my God, if people see us, it's wonder we don't get arrested.
Yeah, and there was 2 or 3 of them. There wasn't just one. There was 2 or 3 of them. But it was fun. Yeah.
Goodness.
But like I said, we had a good time. But like I said, that was when the neighborhood was new and everything. So most of those people aren't here anymore. We're kind of the only ones
So
still
one
here.
day I come home, and there's a welding truck over here at his house. And then I just kind of walked over and I said, what's going on, man? He said, oh, I'm going to have my golf cart. He tells me he's got to cut this part off, cut that part off, bring it down, the roof down, and re-weld it. He said, damn thing wouldn't go through that tunnel up there. He said, and I hit the top of it. He said, and it bit my whole, broke the windshield.
Oh,
I
jeez.
said,
Yeah.
oh, Lord.
Because they
So
were.
instead of lowering it, he just cut the top. And
Yeah.
Yeah. And they were from
Stop
a
it.
beach town.
I'm going to put you in the house. Stop it.
No.
Yeah, they were from a beach town, so they were used to using the golf cart with the big tires and everything,
Yeah.
and didn't think about that hear about how tall it was. No.
Yeah, when you drive up north, you realize how low those tunnels are.
Yeah, yeah. I think they've corrected most of them, but maybe not all of them yet. But
oh, the one there between Sand Hill and, not Sand Hill, Hawke's Bay and Saddlebrook. That's still pretty low.
Ah.
Because there was a guy with a 4-seater, 4 forward facing and 2 back. I guess being it's so long, it just makes it taller. That wouldn't fit through. He says that for him to go to Saddlebrook, he's got to go out. He's got to go down, I guess, out by Buffalo Trace and come back in. He says it's only 5 or 10 minutes longer. But
Yeah. But at least he knows.
Yeah.
What about the
he
ones
only
that
knows
don't?
because he hit.
Oh.
He scuffed it when it was brand new.
Well, if you look at some of them tunnels on the right over, you see all these scrape marks.
Yeah.
Did you notice that if you drive around here a lot, the further north you are, the lower the tunnels are.
Yes.
You get down by Eastport, the tunnels are huge.
Oh, yeah.
You could drive a tractor
You
trailer.
could.
The bridges
Oh.
are wider too down there.
and everybody says they can't see you; they want to know who you are.
You got it screwed in.
Yeah, tell them who you are.
John and Janice.
John and Janice
Keller.
Keller. Yeah, I'm always messing it up and saying Kelly,
We're the
but
good
it's
ones
Keller.
from New Jersey, not the ones from Delaware.
Yes, yes.
There's an
And
Is there-
unfortunately, we don't have any
I'm
more
lowercase,
chairs.
He's uppercase.
Oh, that's right.
He's
There
a
was.
lawyer or teacher.
Yeah, I
or
remember
something.
there was a thing about
I
that.
don't know if he's still around, but
I don't
I
either.
know
He probably died.
we run into him a couple times, or in the chats.
You'll see me in heaven someday. Everybody around me's dead. I don't think there ain't but 60% of the people.
You're
Those,
bringing us down, Skip.
There you go.
Happy news.
he died. He hated the villages and moved out and sold it. She bought that off. That house when it was brand new was owned by a village's real estate person because. Shut up. Shut up.
Hey,
I'm going to make you go in the house. I'll quit it.
I'm gonna take him in. Come here, sweetie. I'm gonna take him in.
Huh?
I'm gonna take him in.
All you're going to do is sit there and whine at the door.
We just came from trying beach. That's scary. We tried beach tennis.
Credit.
Beach tennis.
Yeah,
What'd you think?
it was fun.
Was it fun?
It wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be.
I always had a
He don't like you.
Oh, come on. Oh, I never had a dog that didn't like me. Oh, come on. Oh,
This one don't. Buddy, buddy.
Oh, it's okay.
Our dog used to be like that with two men. He would bite at their feet.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody else, just two particular ones.
Stop it.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
It's odd for him to be like that, but he does sometimes. It's just odd for him to be like that, but he does that sometimes.
Isn't that?
You pinched him. I seen you.
Come on.
Anyhow, yeah, it.
Get in there.
I'm gonna take my stuff in.
Why don't you sit down?
No, we're good. We're just.
We didn't think you'd still be going. We figured you'd be done around 1 o'clock, and it was almost 1:30. So we were coming back.
Let
We
me
figured
see.
we'd take
Let me
a
see. I
swing
guess
by.
here. Going on 4 years, noon till 2. 4 years of it.
I was thinking it was noon till 1.
That tells me you don't watch.
We keep
Or you would
thinking,
know.
we
Usually
keep thinking
we're
that
not
we
sitting
should be
home.
noon to
Quarter to
one.
one.
Yeah, that maybe 2 hours is too much. He keeps thinking it is.
Yeah, I
so,
keep thinking that 2 hours is too long.
Yeah.
1
But I'm-
hour. If you can't say what you got to say in 1 hour,
I guess,
there's nothing else to be said.
Okay. Hey, let me get my announcements out of the way, and then you can shut it off.
Yeah, maybe we'll run down to Gators and get some chicken wings.
Okay. Okay. Let's see.
You like our chicken wings?
Oh,
Anna,
that's
we're
one of the
glad you're
best.
back. Glad you made it. I know it was a long ride, but you're here. Okay, this weekend, Rocky Fest, 2 to 9, Saturday at Brownwood. The headliners will be Rocky and the Rollers, and they'll have special guests Steve Santo and Uncle Bob's Rock Shop. So it starts at 2 o'clock, not to 5, at 2 o'clock. So there'll be a lot more going on. Thursday, the 26th, is bingo at Rohan Rec Center. It's $10 for 2 boards if you're a big bingo player.
bingo.
Friday, the 27th, is Historic Baker House Tours, 10:30 to 12:30. That's at 6106 County Road 44A in Wildwood. It's $15. Pre-registration is required at wildwood/florida.gov. That's and Saturday, 3/28 is Fruitland Park Day, 10 to 3 at 506 West Berkman Street in Fruitland Park. It's $5. Don't know what all they do there, but I'm they seem to be, they do a lot of good festivals. And it's free. Saturday, March 28th, Sock Hop Murder Mystery Prom Night is 6 p.m. It's a 50s style murder mystery. Poodle skirts and leather jackets are the thing to wear. It's at Lake Meona Rec Center. The ticket's starting at $30. Online for villagesforveterans.org. So it goes to a good organization.
Nobody can see you.
Oh, do they have to see me? Okay. Last and not least, Fruitland Park Bulls and Bronx Day. The rodeo is $20, cash only. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, March 27th, 28th, and 29th. Gates open at Friday at 4 p.m., Sunday at 12 p.m. The shows start at 6:30 on Friday and Saturday, and the show starts at 2 on Sunday. That's at Windy Acres Arena, 1350 Miller Boulevard in Fruitland Park. And I always wanted to go see that. I think that, you know, I don't think the place is about half of what it used to be. I mean, as far as how big it is. But I've always wanted to go see that rodeo, see if it was any good. But anyhow, go see a rodeo. And I think that's all I got. You know, next week is, you know, we'll have the Easter announcements. Up until that time, we're
I
good.
can't wait to hear about the Easter announcement.
Love y'all.
Bye.
She don't even know who you are.